Yeah, actually, we were just DMing. He should be here.
Okay, good.
Yep.
Oh, nice. I like the notes you took. Very nice. Well, I have a kind of a hard stop at 1 hour for tonight, but we'll get through the notes. We'll talk about the artist summit is something I want to cover tonight. But yeah, we can go through that, and then we can go through the discussion topics. The OXZ5.
Hey, hey.
Yeah.
Hello, hello.
Hey.
Am I running it?
What's up? Who's running the stream?
I'm streaming right now. It's on my channel, but I upload it to GMI YouTube later.
No, I mean the agenda that Mike Halliam usually has up.
Yeah, Z5 made an agenda, and I guess Hefe and Z5.
It's in GMI calls.
Yep.
Yeah, Z5, you got the agenda. I can run through it with you though.
Perfect. Yeah, if you're here and want to run it, I can take notes or however you want to do it.
These are your discussion topics here, right? Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll just rip through this. Try and get through it for the hour, and then yeah. So first topic was just getting the GMI Gotchi over to me. I guess I'll take care of it. I'll do a pedant channeling for it, and then I have a piece of land I'll send back to my Callum for some because I have enough land. You know, I probably might likely miss the channeling every now and then. But yeah, I'll get that over to one of you guys or my Callum, I think. And then the multi-sig, because the multi-sig petting has been kind of a, it's been a, yeah.
It's hard to pet by Dow.
Yeah.
Is it possible to enter the I guess the Gotchi into a auto petter so we can just set it and forget it?
Yeah, I got an auto petter on my account, so anything in there is gonna be getting petted anyway. And yeah, I have a hardware wallet and shit, so it's all good.
Safety first.
You already hold one of the estate parcels, right? So
I'm gonna send the estate parcel back to my Callum. I think we're gonna switch.
Yeah,
I think that was the conversation.
Yeah, so that the Gotchi can get the highest altar.
What level altar is the Gotchi? I mean the parcel.
I think it's a 4, right? On the M. Oh wait, I should be there. I usually stream from the parcel. Yeah, it looks like
so. There's a parcel swap happening.
Yes. Hefe and Michaelium are going to switch the M and the I. I am holding the G.
Have you guys thought about using that, I guess, that Web3 bazaar and maybe if it works well, like broadcasting about it? Because they are new to the Gotchiverse and they that might be a cool partnership if we like hey, we're a big entity and we use these friends.
Oh yeah, is that escrow thing that was at the call last week?
Yeah, they've been posting in the bazaar here and there. It's like very clear shill, but no one's challenging them. But it's open.
Yeah, we could look into it. I'm open to it if they have like some sort of do some sort of arrangement with that for sure. So yeah, that's that. Artist Summit. That's the main thing I wanted to cover for tonight because I'm actually pretty excited about that. It might segue into the Aavegotchi's like new platform and stuff. So we should definitely move on the Artist Summit. What is it? This 12th. So we only have 2 weekends. If we're gonna stick with the same idea of Saturday segueing from Saturday into the summit, we have the 20th to 27th. We have the 3rd. But it's probably not going to be the 3rd because that's my birthday. I'm not doing it on my birthday. Fuck that.
It's legit.
So we have
also Labor Day weekend in the U.S., so that's going to probably be people will go away during that weekend.
Yep, I'm out.
Yeah, so we'll do either. Well, next week might be a little too short either, right? So what are your thoughts on the 27th? We could have that as like a loose date to aim for.
Well, how
I
many
think it would kind of.
people? I mean, it's a pretty
Works.
small group, so maybe we need to like just put that out and start getting feelers. Because anyone who can't make it, we're hoping will make a short like video that we can play in their absence. So maybe a week is enough time, but if not, we can push it out, see how people are feeling.
I was going to suggest maybe not being so married to just the hangout because you technically have a rarity farming snapshot coming up in 2 weeks from yesterday. So you could, that's going to be an event where there'll be a lot of friends present. So you could just like corral those people in, maybe get Pixelcraft to do a kind of share to GMI kind of portal thing for that date if you need slightly more time, but without going into Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, that's true. I guess I would worry about that because I know like Rigo, for instance, has a day job. So, and I'd like to get as many people there as possible. Thursday is going to be hard. But it is a good idea.
What are we thinking for the lineup for the summit? I mean, I know we got definitely a few like actual artists for like like visual artists for like I know Roxiano, you've expressed your interest. I know Bin Lagan's expressed interest. I was trying to think if I could find Vesper Scribbles. I don't know what happened to him, but I remember he used to have really dope artwork. So to get him kind of back in the limelight for artwork would be pretty incredible. And then I've also been talking to like some like people in the the Pepe art space and seeing if they'd be interested also in being in some capacity at the summit. So those are some of the ideas I've had. Yeah, and then we also have the audio artists. We have No Future, we have Internet Phase. I think there's like a few others, right? There's definitely ZombieShepherd. I know you're big in audio.
Look at backside.bz and then Jowls, I think his name is. He
Masashi?
made like one of the like
Yeah,
gotchi,
Jows.
but he had a kid, so he kind of went inactive.
Yeah, Jows. He made a lot of the background tracks for some games and stuff. Pretty cool. So we have
we
like a
gotta get
different
Manor on there,
lineup
too.
already. What's that?
I think we got to put Manor on here too.
Manor. Okay. And we have Contact because I know Contact's done some badges and
Got
shit. He
Contact
did
on the list.
the summit one.
Real Slim Smarty did some. Did he
Smarty.
do where? Yeah,
So we got a decent lineup. We got like what I wasn't keeping track, but that's like at least 10, 15, maybe 10 to 15.
do we want?
I've dropped links. In
There are a
GMI
couple of
calls.
there are a couple of Gotchi Gang members who are not active Gotchi Gang who have huge like following. Like Liz Lele is one of them, but another one is Hawkward. She's like now the community leader for the Cool Cats. She is Gotchi Gang. She just doesn't, she's not very active, but she also does photography and other art, like glitch photography of birds and stuff like that. So she might be an interesting person because she has a huge following and she is Gotchi Gang. She just doesn't she's not in here all the time. We talk about it all the time in the Cool Cats Discord though.
Why isn't Liz Lady doing any gotchi stuff? Because she has her own like whole art series. I could see she could do like a spin-off of
She's
gotchi.
she's like a lot of ambassadors, Once the well runs dry, it's hard to keep, doing stuff. I would love to see her do her version of the flower stuff as gotchi stuff. Me and her did record some improv stuff that I just have to sit down and edit. But I'm just like getting all my equipment back together because I took it all apart to go out to New York with it. But yeah, I'll talk to her. But I think we should I'll try to reach out to Hawkward because she's like actually Gotchi Gang and she's actually really talented and has a huge following. She's a Bored Ape, so she has like, some cross brand exposure. So she might be cool and, might be open because we're going to be asking her about her art, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's
she might.
kind of the idea.
Yeah.
That's kind of the idea is I don't know if we should do individual panels or if we're going through each artist, but it'd be nice to kind of hear what each artist's kind of vision is for the kind of work that they do and also have them, be able to present. I kind of think of it almost like a show and tell, but a more sophisticated kind of version of it, where you have the audio aspect. It's like I'm not just gonna talk about what I do. I'll talk about what I do, but then I also have this dope thing that I got that put together for the summit. And so it will be very entertaining for people to see. We're gonna live stream the whole thing, and so people can just tune in and watch, and it'll be good for the artists to get the publicity, and it'll be good for the just the what do you call it, like the content itself.
Are you thinking like how are you kind of envisioning this as far as I mean, I was kind of thinking people were gonna talk kind of about their vision and what they want to do and what they do and maybe even like background and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But are we actually picturing like are we going to be listening to music or like watching animations throughout this kind of thing, or are we going to like save that for other segments? Almost like we can have like maybe we can like do a playlist of music that people provide ahead of time and you know what I mean? Because it'd be, unless you think it'll be a cool experience to have like someone talk and then like then maybe they play a song and then the next person comes up and talks about their art and drops some pieces. And what do y'all
I love
thinking?
that.
That's kind of how I was envisioning it. I mean, um, we could have it in a more organized fashion, but I thought, just let them have the creative control over how
So
they
let
want to.
everybody just do whatever they want to do, kind of thing. Like, because some people might
I
not
just
want to get out there and have a song playing. I was just thinking
Yeah,
for me, it would be kind of awkward to like play a song and then like, I mean, people will be talking in the chat and whatever. So it's not like the party stops, but it's just kind of weird because like all of a sudden we're all sitting there listening
hmm.
to a song and.
Yeah, I mean that would be awkward actually. Now that you mention it, so like, what would be like? Is there a maybe we do have like a portion, kind of what we did with the Guild Summit, where everyone does come up and talk about their vision and everything they're doing, and then we get into more of like a set where we have okay, all the artists have now like a set, and the artists themselves, we can have like all the tracks stacked, like
Right.
all the audio stuff is stacked, and while the audio stuff is stacked, we're also sharing the work that the visual artists did in the chat. So we're getting reactions from the art, we're listening to the music, and then it
Mm.
becomes this whole
That's a great
thing,
idea. I'm trying to think,
Hmm.
Zfi. Okay, so I know, like for instance, on a live stream, if everybody gave me the music ahead of time, I could have a VLC for OBS, like have a VLC playlist ready to go, so that
Yep.
basically for that segment, I can like throw on the playlist and it'll go. The problem is that would be on the stream and it would not feed back into the Discord. So everybody would need to like listen to the music on the stream, and that would probably be the better way to do it because I think ZFi, you probably could on a PC route it back in, but I think
I
it would
think I
just
can.
be too noisy trying to like do all that on the fly, like because then you'd have to route back. Or what do you think?
If you
I
had a
think I
mix,
can. Let's test it later.
No, totally with a
if you had like
mixer. I'm like on that now, man.
if you have one mixer and the two channel, you can do it. But then you also have to have like Discord gets funky when you try to use mics in it because they have these weird noise like cancellation things. So I
Mhm.
just use that for the laptop mic and just keep it like that. Even though my mic going to air is like the good mic.
Right. Um. So yeah, I like the idea of doing a playlist, and we can shoot that out. And I mean, either way, shooting that through the stream is probably the cleaner effect anyway, because we want the final product to sound good. Um. So yeah, if we do a playlist, that would be a great idea, and that could be like maybe the second part of the segment of the summit, almost like a party. We have the first part where everybody can talk about their stuff, and the second part we'll throw the playlist on, and then everybody can just start throwing their art and going ham in the chat.
We could
and we
use that
can
time for any giveaways too.
yeah, we can kind of almost roll a giveaway slash competition into it where
That's true.
what Aavegotchi did for the Halloween competition, where people would throw up their likes and stuff for each piece of work, and then at the end of it, we could combine that with our actual own, like judging abilities, and pick out like some of the best ones, and maybe there can be some sort of a prize or something like that.
What I can do also, either we can do it like all in chat with no talking, or I can turn off the chat going out to the stream so that the stream is just music only, but we can still have like a conversation on stage without disturbing like the live stream. Everybody can still hear the music without a feedback loop.
Yeah, like that.
I was gonna say it would be really cool if you guys get Duppy, because like if you're doing these giveaways, you could just like air like on the stream Duppy's video series while we wait for everybody to join in. We're like kind of bantering, but that's how whoever has stuff like that where we can play it in the background while we're engaging with the audience.
Sure. I saw his,
that'd be
his
cool.
stuff. It's awesome. He needs to be at the summit for sure.
I haven't seen any new stuff from Duppy. He was on a roll for a while, but maybe we could use the summit as a way for him to. I don't know if it's a he or she. I think it's a he, but a way for them to restart their whole series or get some more work out there.
Yeah.
Have you reached out to Zbot?
I was thinking about that.
Zbot. Yeah, Zbot.
We could do it, and then I was going to say maybe any of the artists, because we, technically the game devs are artists, but maybe the people who actually do the visual art for some of the mini games we play, like designing the background, stuff like that, some of their perspective on kind of the.
Those could be opportunities for a keynote speaker as well. If at this point we don't really have like a central made event or a keynote speaker, so maybe
a keynote speaker. That's cool. And yeah, I mean, I like that idea of having a keynote. We got Jesse last time around, but I could see Nyan Kong. He's really into the visual aspect of the Gotchiverse too. I believe he had a pretty big influence on that. So maybe for him to share some stuff.
I think they said he designed the Golden Altar and the Makers. All that.
Yeah, so just to like get his kind of input on the aesthetic that he approaches. And I feel like that'd be a valuable conversation for anyone designing Aavegotchi related stuff, especially 3D items, because like he really can convey his whole vibe with how he's designing this stuff. And I think he'd definitely be a good candidate for that. So yeah, okay. So we got some ideas around who can come to the summit. Maybe some ideas around a keynote speaker. Z-Fi, you're getting these notes down, right? I don't know. Yeah. I'm not writing anything down.
I am.
All right, cool. Yeah, so I think this is going to be a pretty great lineup, and we're still thinking kind of the same kind of format. Then a one-day event where we aim for a similar length, maybe, or maybe even a little shorter, but we just pack it with the events, and have everybody gets the chance to go to see the whole event. There won't be like side rooms or anything like that, not this time around, but it would be cool eventually to have like a Coachella, right? Once the Gotchiverse is a little bit more established, we could have like the 3 GMI parcels, and each parcel could be its own stage, right? Because each parcel has its own voice capabilities. So we could have each parcel as its own stage, and then we could have 3 different stages for like concerts and stuff.
Oh,
like that would be the evolution of this.
For real, we can have a whole like Citadel,
and then the NFT displays are going off and shit,
yeah,
with all the art.
Dude, we can have like a whole Citadel wide party where we like have people have to go to different spots like South by. You know what I mean? Like, oh no, the next party's over here.
This is cool.
Yeah.
It's like bar hopping, but like art galleries in the metaverse.
Burning Gotchi.
Different parties in different lodges. Burning Gotchi.
Burning Gotchi. I like that. Maybe that is the evolution of the art summit. But for this first one, we should kind of approach it in a very. What's that?
I said win Bonnaroo.
And I think we should approach it in like kind of like the same loosely structured manner we approached the guild summit, because it'll give us a lot of information on how we can dial it in next time around. So like we'll dial in the guild summit next time around. We'll have like specific times. We'll have a good idea of how long it takes each person to present. We can like figure out some of the scheduling conflicts we had, just like improve it, iterate on the last one. So we can do the same thing.
Somebody on my live stream just said Raffleroo.
I like that. Yeah, that's cool, man. So as far as the Arts Summit, what are we thinking for? Like, are we thinking of selling some NFTs or like creating some revenue that way? Or are we gonna go the sponsor route? I'd rather not go the sponsor route, to be honest. If it's the Arts Summit and we have like a bunch of artists that are coming to the summit, might be a great opportunity
to sponsor the summit. They can buy our art.
Yeah, I think it's a great way to sponsor this. I think it's a great way to sponsor the summit, like buy the art. Unfortunately, if we're going to be launching this sometime in August or next week or whatever, or the week after, I mean, that is a little bit of a short time frame for some people to get their artwork together. But I don't know. What's your take on things? Do you think we should just put it out there? First of all, get the invites out to our like specific attendees, but then also extend the invitation for them to mint some art with GMI, and we can sell that, and they can get some of the revenue from that, and then we can also fund some of our treasury with that.
I mean, that's definitely a lot. That's a heavy lift.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Something to think about, though. It's not off the table. It may be something to think about. I mean, it's something we can open the conversation at this artist summit and think about for the next one, kind of thing. Because if we're going to do this quarterly the same way that we're doing the guild summit, this could be
I agree.
The teaser. And everybody probably has some art as it is. Like, everybody probably already has some NFTs sitting on a shelf that we can all pull out for this one. And
oh yeah. Well, we got Bin Laden's NFT already.
And we probably got some Gnosis that we can do giveaways with.
Yeah.
Give away some, I would love to get some squirrel photography sales. That would be great. Too many squirrels.
Yep.
Could you do like gotchi themed squirrels?
No.
Like, these are just a twist on it?
Pre-existing squirrels.
No. It's just squirrels that have already existed years ago. They're probably all dead. This is their memorial.
Dang. NFT bake sale. I like that idea.
Yes.
DTF proposal should work out for this summit as well. Yeah, I agree. I think we should definitely apply for funding for it because I think it is it's providing value to the community. Totally agree with that. We'll definitely get a proposal together and call them GMI baked goods. I like it. So yeah, we can get a proposal together. And what do you think? Maybe just match the last one. I don't know. It seems kind of it is work. It's a lot of work, but a lot of coordination. But 3 times as much. I like it.
At least, right?
Yeah,
it has to be at least 3 times.
Ghost.
Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. I'm stoked for this. We have so much creativity, and I think it's gonna come out. Do you think we should reach out to some of the guilds as well? Because like I know within each guild they have a lot of talented people doing their own like guild memes. I think memes should be part of this. Like we shouldn't exclude memes. We have people like Smarty, right? Slim Smarty, and I'm sure there's others too, but that's just the one that comes to mind. But I know he's created so many dank Aavegotchi memes, and so I'd like to have someone like him show up. And also have, other memists, like good memists showing up with dank memes.
Memes are good hype amplifiers. I think we should absolutely include memes.
Yeah.
I agree.
100%. Yeah, Mafia. They should bring their cards. I know Thrax did some sick card designs. They should bring those out. So there's definitely a little something for everybody to come out and actually be a part of it. Public meme bracket tourney. I like it.
Ooh, interesting.
I don't know the details on that bracket tourney. I'm not actually familiar with that. Could have something interesting around that. So to answer the question in the discussion topic, can we tentatively plan for August 20th? We're gonna probably push it for the week after that.
I've already updated it 27th.
Sick. Yeah. All right. So I mean, does anyone else have anything to add on the Artist Summit?
Can we not do 6 hours?
Can we not do 6 hours? Well, I mean,
it has to be what it is.
I could dance for 6 hours, to be honest. Like I could make that happen. Maybe we should have like
12 hours. It is, Smarty says.
Yeah, double it.
Good vibe.
I don't think it'll be as long, to be honest.
No, probably not.
I don't think so, because people are also. Maybe we should put the concert / audio performance near the end, and then people are kind of like free to leave if they don't want to just jam out and listen to music and look at memes in the chat. They can just peace out at that point. But we'll have all like the meat of everything at the start, and then we'll say, okay, the freaking the Coachella festival is about to start, and then we have all the music all lined up, all synced, ready to go as like a whole set.
If I have the playlist ready to go, I can just like hit play, and I don't even have to be here. I could like leave.
No, literally, you could just. Oh, Roxiano, you cannot make the 27th.
Oh.
Yeah, unfortunately not.
Well,
any other day, I think. But that day I can't.
Okay. I mean, it's kind of like a loose date. I don't think we're totally committed on it. And we still have to get consensus from everyone else.
What about the 28th?
So the 28th could work.
That would work for me.
But I guess, it's still following at the Dow call.
And then also Mike Callum has another good suggestion that we've talked about before for the Guild Summit attendees, because we definitely overlooked some attendees because they couldn't show up. Roxiano, you could even pre-record like a section that we're going to be presenting, that you would be presenting at the summit, and we would basically play the pre-recording, but as if it was live. And I've done this before in like other workshops and stuff that I've helped at, and nobody can honestly tell the difference. To be completely honest.
All right, yeah, that sounds good.
And so we could just weave you into the stack there and have you present as if it was live. We'll do like a little mini interview, and then we can
we can
record
probably
it
do for that. Like if we have a number of those, or it doesn't matter how many there are, but we can do those in a block as well. Like that way, it'll be like the live people will present, then we'll do the block of videos. And then we can go into the party.
Yeah, I kind of like that flow. Yeah,
it's an easy OBS manage.
Yep.
Procedure as well.
I just got to make up 2 M3Us, and I'm ready to go.
Yeah. All right. Well, we got that, and then if you have any other ideas regarding the summit, just DM me or drop them. Actually, better idea. Drop them in the Art Summit planning chat so everyone in there can see it and then chime in. That's better. Yeah. The Art Summit planning. Who's in that? It's I think it's like a pretty open. Like I think a lot of people have access to it. If you're Def GMI, you have access to it. So if you're not Def GMI and you need access to it, we can help you out and get you the role.
This might be a recycled channel too. So if you had access to the Guild Summit, then you should have access to the Art Summit. I think it's a renamed channel.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Ghost Ship updates. I haven't heard any updates on Ghost Ship besides that T-Bird has ordered some Aavegotchi decals for like the upper deck. I think that's what he said. and so we have no idea on sizing or what type of branding he's chosen. But he's gone with the Aavegotchi theme, so I'm sure it's like, I'm curious to see pictures of it, and then see how we can promote that, because he has this idea for a channel, which I think would be really cool. I know on District 420 we had him actually live stream from the boat one time, or a couple times, and it actually made for some pretty decent content. And so to see him do that with some Aavegotchi branding would be pretty cool. Yeah, so T-Bird's not in here, but probably catch up with T-Bird here sometime soon if we don't hear from him. So we'll go to that's that, and then GMI front end and royalty updates to the contract. Royalty updates are already possible, just so you know, for anything. I can go back to any contract and do that. That's through OpenSea.
That was kind of the question we had, because Rigo and I have some things we'd like to do for the drop, but part of we don't want to delay it much longer, but part of what
I don't know. This is what I think, though. I just literally had a call with Jesse yesterday, and I think you should delay it just for a little bit. Like, honestly, I can't say more than that.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I really can't. All right. But they're getting close to an announcement here.
Okay, I'll hold off. But just to get back on that business, the question was, I know where it's possible to make updates to the contract, and that we want to do a front end for the GMI contract. But I guess what I was wondering is, realistically, I mean, obviously, for every drop, we'll have to update the contract with new royalty addresses at the very least.
Yeah.
And then, like, the other part would be, like, how long, I mean, realistically, how long do we think it's going to take to get a contract with royalties and to be able to create a front end? And how, like, I guess we would have to get somebody to do this for us, right? We would have to get a dev to.
Well, exactly. It's not, well, it is within my abilities to, like, put on a simple front end with a button that's linked to an actual, use EtherJS, like a library, and you're actually able to make it work, just like a simple front end with a button. But it would actually, even to do that, would take me a while, because like I'd be learning how to do that through that process.
Yeah, it would be better to outsource it so we can move fast.
Yeah, and then we can also have a better product too. Like, we can actually have something that's looks visually kind of like GMI themed.
Hell yeah.
And so I've been trying to get in touch with Alvi, but he's been super busy lately with all the with their other businesses. But I'm hoping I can spend like maybe an hour with him sometime and just go over like my hangups, because like there's a couple hangups I have with this contract right now, that I'd like to, things I'd like to implement, including like a splitter contract. Because if you have like a splitter contract, then basically what you can do is you can have a second address, or you can have the royalty address on OpenSea, and then you can split that revenue, multiple different ways from that one address. Right. So that'd be kind of nice to have, because it would really just solve a lot.
I remember when we were talking with him, like, you can have the initial payment be split to different addresses, as well as having a royalty attached, which can be split to different addresses.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So it would allow that there are a contract upgrade, essentially, is what it would be, and it would allow you to do that.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be able to like create those lines of code myself. I'm not that. Right. I know how to use the smart contract. Like, I can, I don't know how to build the bus, but I can drive the bus.
Yeah, these are the goals.
Yeah. And so it's a little bit beyond my kind of understanding, to be honest. But
I don't believe you.
I do not give myself enough credit. I'll give myself that, at least. But
you did not know how to mint 6 months ago, and so I don't put it below us to be able to discover and overcome.
True. Exactly. Very true.
I mean, especially like
And so I
Avi
think,
was like, man, this is easy. Once you know how to do it, you're just changing out this one line every time. Like you're changing out these things and like, so yeah, he made it sound like once you got it, you got it.
he did, but then it wasn't really. Well, yeah, there was a few more steps to it than that, but it wasn't that bad, honestly. Like I'll show you guys, how to use the contract and stuff. It's not that hard, It's just about being careful and like having a process. But once you have a process, I think that's what he tried to say is, once you have a process, then it's not that hard. And so just getting the stuff installed in your machine, like I was having trouble with hard hat. That took like some time, and getting like the actual other packages and stuff installed, that took a little time. But after that, it was okay.
Pepe, I can give you a hand with those things.
I appreciate that. The more people I know where to reach out, the better. That's the beautiful thing. And I know you're a huge builder too in the space, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, had solidity, all of that. It's my vibe. I can't make it, but I'm definitely able to help.
Nice. I really appreciate that. I'm learning TypeScript right now because I'm trying to use Coyote's like decentralized game template that he was using to build games, and trying to mess around with that. And it's been interesting.
Yeah, that's really cool. I'm more of a backend solidity type of a guy, but we also have developers at Orion that are working with MetaMask and integrating front ends with my contracts. So also happy to connect you with people that can help you with that.
Oh yeah, that would be super cool. Definitely gonna keep in touch on that. Yeah, really appreciate that. So yeah, so going back to your project, ZombieShepherd, I think we should just make sure it's all ready to go, basically to the point where like the NFTs are being almost ready to be minted, and then like hold your breath, I guess, for like just like a little longer. Um, I could, yeah. I don't know how much I can really say on it. It's gonna be epic though. And it's gonna be NFT
will take
related.
your word for it, sir. We've waited this long.
Right.
We'll wait again.
Or else we would have just gone ahead with it. But yeah, we'll just do that.
The art is pretty close. Like I know he's probably done all of the commons. The song is ready to go. I might take another crack at the mix, but I think creatively it's finished. And then like there are some animated ones, but he said those can be like cranked out pretty quickly. So I'll have another talk with him and see how he's feeling. But I'm sure if it's a matter of like waiting for GMI to get a front end or waiting for whatever Aavegotchi news is about to drop, he'll be fine with waiting.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
cool. All right. So that's that. With the contract updates, the raffle. I think I just have to send out the last 3 now. And I know Zombie, you were missing the Gotchika, so I just have to do a few little.
No, I have the Gotchikas. I didn't get the raffles.
Okay, so I'll go back and look, but I think it's just tying up loose ends. Okay. But we should have raffle wrapped up here, and we'll be ready for the next thing.
I do want to say one thing on that's positive. Don't take it in the negative, right? Because this has probably been our sloppiest drop so far, probably our sloppiest mint and drop, and yet we haven't had like a severe backlash from the community. So I just want to kind of highlight the fact that we are well supported and people are tolerant with us and trust us and know that we'll come through. We got to get our house in order and everything's gonna be fine. So it's just a reminder too of the kind of the social currency you guys have all built.
Absolutely,
because how many times do you pay for a mint and then nothing happens and you just keep getting put off? And
well, apparently it happens all the time on rare Pepes.
Bigfoot.
Well, exactly. That's what I was saying, man. That's what I was saying. Is these rare Pepe guys we're doing what we're doing today, and that trust has been built up through all the NFTs they bought. So I don't think it's anything different for our community. I think I totally agree with your sentiment.
These are handmade NFTs, sir.
Yeah, man.
Hand minted, hand delivered, hand everything.
Like handmade soap is like it takes 5 times longer than regular soap. I'm sure
These
at
are
least.
artisanal.
There you go.
Artisanal NFTs. Yeah, man, it's cool.
Or as Riff Raff would say,
cool.
this ain't no middle of the mall shit.
This ain't no middle of the mall shit. That's right. That's funny. Yeah, exactly. And so yeah, we're killing it, man. I think we're killing it in the NFT department. And GMI NFTs are, you know, I just want to, without giving up anything really, NFTs are going to be a big part of the Gotchiverse, especially Aavegotchi themed NFTs. So, these early NFTs are kind of like those early rare Pepes that were given away for free or like for like $10 that are now worth a lot. Couple Bitcoins, some of them. And so, and issuance of the NFTs are so low too. The only one that we've had with high issuance was the District 421, and that was, we have ideas behind that, but everything else was low issuance. And so, gotchikas, how many gotchikas are there out right now? I think there's only like a few full sets, maybe 2 or 3.
That's
rare.
crazy to me.
And so that's super rare right there. Very cool.
Wait, I got a question. How do I know which one of my OGs is fake?
Oh, I'm gonna I gotta rebrand the V2 to the fake OG. I can change the name, and that's what it's gonna be. Yeah, we gotta figure out what we're gonna do with those. That was totally my bad, but it's a beautiful mistake, is what it is. Because you got the OG, but you also got fake OGs.
Nah, man, those are going to survive really well. I'm honestly, I'm just pretty excited about the One Hit Wonder 2 moving into, like, I can't wait for next April. I cannot wait for next April. I'm getting excited for next January, and we can start to tease and build up the pressure and figure out, like, how we can really outdo ourselves from the last 420. That One Hit Wonder is going to age like such fine gotchi wine.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, the whole idea was to start with this big collection, and then slowly that collection will almost transform into a collection of multiple different pieces under that one collection. And so it'll be interesting to see, how many of these get taken out of circulation over time. Who's going to end up holding the original District 420 like GMI NFTs? I don't know. But it's going to be a game between us and the people who want to buy them on how well we can incentivize them to give them up, burn them.
Well, we know the web has like 100 of them, so there's at least one large market holder that we know of.
Yeah, exactly. And we want to make sure we recognize those guys too, and have things available for them to, hey, you know what? Burn 25 of these and we'll give you this really sick thing. I've had ideas of making like custom cards and stuff. You can now get these cards that are like animated. So, it looks like a card, but it actually has like some animation. And it'd be cool to have like a one-hit wonder physical card framed. And, you have to burn like 100 of them, or you have to burn like 25 of them or something. You burn an amount and you get one of these things. I think it would be a cool way to.
Don't forget that idea, and let's bring up the details specifically. Is that like who's doing that? Because that's kind of a fantastic concept.
Oh, yeah. I mean, these are not original ideas, honestly. They're just, I've been looking at this fake rare community and the Pepes and all that, and the way they've been doing it as a grassroots community for almost like 8 years, more than that. It's pretty amazing. And so I just look at their ideas, what they're doing.
This is just my opinion, and other people can say what they want. But I think when it comes to like NFT burns, you should only burn NFTs for other NFTs, and physical items have a cost attached. So you should it should give access to the physical item, but you shouldn't have to burn your NFT for real items. You should
interesting.
Have to burn your NFTs for other digital items.
For other NFTs. That's interesting. That's an interesting take on it.
Yeah, that's similar to the Adidas Into the Metaverse thing, where like they had phases. If you had the phase 1 token, you get the merch, but then you get a phase 2 NFT in exchange, which would allow you for the next set of merch, but you couldn't use it for the last set. So it created this you're burning the phase 1, but you're moving forward and getting another digital asset.
Right.
Yeah, so we could, and we have the artists, in like that have done stuff for GMI already, and they're gonna be. We want to highlight them at these summits too, because the more work that they can get, the more well known they become, the more valuable the art becomes. And when we do decide to work with one of the artists that like GMI members or even external artists, that art is just like we'll have this ability to basically bring people up and be like, yo, this is a GMI artist. Like, you've seen the art that we've curated. And it's not saying that, like, the artist is only going to make art for GMI, but it's like we're going to curate the artists. We're going to find the artists that make good shit. We'll find the meme makers that make good memes. It's just like finding quality stuff and aggregating it and then presenting them at the summits. That's going to be like our like big thing that we do with the art summits or the artist summits. Kind of forgot where I was going with that, but basically we're gonna kill it. That's basically what that means.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you do. That's like what film festivals do. Like, we played them first. Like,
yeah, that's right. It's the clout.
Yep.
We're the first.
You play all the independent films because one of them's gonna make it big, and then you could be like, hey, we're the festival that played Bong Joon-ho when he was nobody.
We got him on the map. And so, yeah, that's going to be the cool opportunity there. And we have lots of creative ways we can explore that. And so, yeah, we'll keep planning. I'll try and be a little bit more engaged in the art summit planning this next week, and we can start doing some more actionable things on that.
I think we just need to do like a Discord announcement and maybe a tweet thread.
Yeah, I'll do like a little teaser trailer first. Yeah, I'll do like a little teaser trailer first, like what I did with the summit, and then I'll do like a thread, and then we'll also do some invitations, and then throw some ideas out there for NFT submissions and whatnot.
Let's go ahead and create the seshbot entry for it too, even if it's not a hard date and it modifies. Let's go ahead and deploy the seshbot so people can start go ahead and sign it up for it and put it on their reminders and whatnot.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
27th, right after the weekly call. Right?
Yeah, I think it's a great placeholder. Okay. Yeah, if it needs to move, it can, but that's a good spot to start.
Yeah. All right, and then the last thing we just got to talk about here is for our agenda here is Aavegotchi. Are we moving on Aavegotchi? I guess I was talking about Pepe's tonight. I didn't even talk about the most relevant Pepe, which is the Aavegotchi. That's the.
I thought you were trying to stay out of that wheelhouse so we didn't get too biased on the whole situation. So Umami said yes, he's down with it. To be honest, after the summit, like I told you, we kind of blew through most of our on-hand ghosts, and there's this slight apprehension that we both have on the USDC that's available to us via parcel, but no deliverables have quite been like secured with parcel. And so we're not unwrapping that package quite yet, just in case there needs to possibly be a return to sender type scenario, which we're not anticipating. But there's just this slight apprehension of blowing through that USDC right now from them. And so our ghost is a little bit light, and we owe right now to Goops, quite honestly. We still have to send our distribution out for the Gotcha and for the raffle. And so we're kind of allocated right now, like with current resources on hand without touching into the USDC. So that's the question: is the Aavegotchi valuable enough that we're willing to crack into the USDC vault? The other alternative is you, me, or whoever wants to can pick up the Aavegotchi as a sweetheart deal right now, and then just later on potentially sell it at cost to GMI Treasury when it's more appropriate.
Yeah, see, I mean, I was thinking of picking an extra one up anyway. So if he's going to sell it for half price, I could just be the custodial manager of it till you guys have the funds for it.
Yeah, if you're willing to float it and potentially eat it if it doesn't pass through, then I think that's a decent stopgap. That's a decent bridge for the time being.
Well, I mean, I'd win anyway because I mean, it stayed at 0.025 Bitcoin for like the last 6 months. So
how long does GMI maintain that option for purchase? I buy it from you 10 years.
Oh man, I don't know, but the price goes up with time, so might not be that.
I want a dollar stamp, not a Bitcoin stamp.
The price goes up in Bitcoin too. But yeah, no,
Yeah,
I'm willing to do
I think it's a
that.
good purchase. I think it's a good purchase. It's available, and so yeah, we just gotta get you hooked up with your mommy, and then you can actually just go ahead and secure the bag, and then we'll just have a window to potentially seize on it for the GMI treasury.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure ayahuasca has like 10 of them. So, but yeah, he gets it.
Yeah, he's on to something. Hey, smoke screens, just real quick, just look at the camera and nod if you checked your text messages or your phone or anything. You know I'm coming, right? I'm gonna crash your shit here after this. Just be aware.
Oh, okay. Right. Cool.
Right on. Okay, well, that's all we got for tonight. Like, that's all we have for the agenda tonight. I kind of do have a hard stop at 8. I gotta go shuck some oysters. So,
Gosh,
That
that's rough.
can't be real. Is that real?
no, I'm actually gonna go shuck oysters.
That's awesome.
Not kidding.
I love raw oysters.
Yep.
I love them, man. It's my favorite.
Yeah.
But,
Enjoy.
Let's call it.
Yeah. All right. I mean, I'm good. Let's keep working on the art summit this week. Let's get some actionables on that. Setting the syncopator or the actual, what is it called? Seshbot. You can set that up. I'll reach out to some people, and I saw Zifa. You had a list up already of people we can reach out to. So we'll get working on that.
I'm inclined to believe Z's probably already got the Seshbot written up too.
I'm on it right now.
Sick. I'll put a fun little teaser trailer out there at some point.
If anybody wants to get involved in the DTF proposal for submission, let's write this one early and get this over there real early. But maybe there's going to be some work to like polish out what the itinerary is, what our value prop is. And so if you haven't been involved with one, or you want to get involved with one, or you want to just know more about how that process works, let's do this one together.
Yeah.
I guess I got one question, Hefe.
For sure.
Are we gonna hear this news before the summit?
I'm trying to make the news at the summit, like get the news to meet with the summit, but it might be shortly after the summit. I'm hoping we can get it. Yeah. It's gonna be epic. It kind of ties in with the whole, the new launch of the platform, like what was it, V2? Like, yeah, it ties in with all that, so it'll be a nice segue. And so yeah, as we get closer, I think I'll be able to at least get some more details out on it, so we can all kind of brainstorm on the approach together. But yeah, that's all I got for now, I guess.
We just aren't going to remember. It's going to be hard to recognize the value in a year to 3 years when this thing's grown quite significantly, and we're the ones who set this culture tone. Y'all are all in a great space. We're all here at a very important time.
Yeah, I mean, GMI still has to get me a couple of those one-hit wonder NFTs, because I helped create it, and I don't have one. So that might be a big L on my part 10 years from now if it's worth a lot of money.
I'm on board to fix that. Let's fix that. Yeah,
let's fix that. Yeah, we got a whole bunch in our treasury. So actually, anybody involved with that project, we should make sure we all at least have one or two of those.
Absolutely.
I think Lagan's not even holding. No Future, do you even have any?
Did we get any gachakas for the vault?
Holding what?
Yeah, I had that question too.
No Future, do you have any of your own one-hit wonders? Did you grab a bag of those, or are you light on those too?
I think I bought 3 or 4 of them, but I might have given them away because I bought like 20 at one point to just give away, but I gave away a lot of them. Yeah, there might be a couple in there.
I have 10.
Okay, well, we'll make sure you're not empty-handed. Yeah, we'll make sure every one of the artists at least is holding a decent bag.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and with the gachakas, I did mint one set, but I think maybe we should have at least 2 sets in our treasury, like 2
we
full.
only have one set. Like, so you're telling me only 3 people have a set, and it's me, Z-Fi, and GMI.
Oh,
that's what I just heard.
Yeah, there's 4 sets out there. Then I'm definitely. It's funny. I felt like I was the last sucker in the door, and definitely got across the board anything that was available because you obviously had to. And this is making me just pleased as much here and hearing how rare this stuff's actually going to end up being.
I know,
Hey,
man.
don't sleep on those lens NFTs. I keep posting lens things, but those NFTs, I think down the line they're going to be something else. So those
That's a
lens
good point.
NFTs,
That's a
yeah,
really good point. If you guys have been
Yeah.
following along with like Moon and Gravy, and these guys are starting to they're starting to all experiment with the collects. And so we will eventually start deploying collects on the GMIFriends.lens, but I just want to kind of cultivate a little bit more organic following and interest first before you start
Yeah.
asking people for money.
Yeah.
But we do have that
Right.
revenue stream to develop in the due time, and that's on the using side. But and like Smoke Screen saying on the collection side too, there's some really good culture going through there right now.
Oh,
And he's
Moongachi's he's put some really nice
even
art out
Stani.
there.
Well, you were mentioning that earlier. Even Stani, like you can go back and,
Yeah.
and collect some of Stani's pretty
Yeah.
valuable posts that just still have less than 100 collects on them. So early times.
GMI also has the potential there to be like the meme, all the quality memes for Aavegotchi, with permission can be sent out through GMI, and that's that's an avenue for earning potential for like meme creators as well.
So
That's
one thing on that too is the Favor app. I don't know how many of you guys have looked into or experimented with Favor. So it's PHAVER, and it's a lens ecosystem app that's mobile only. It does not have a desktop component. It's a mobile only social kind of like Lenster. And so I've actually been posting my little haikus there organically and having them mirrored to Lens, and then Lens is actually kicking them back over to Twitter for me. So it's a whole train.
So-
And I will say that
so
like
also
organic user content, specifically these gotchi memes, are like I'm getting a lot of engagement on Favor app because it's a lot of like just hollow trash.
if you don't have a lens, what do you call it? A name, you can handle. You can get one, right? Pretty affordable right now to get a lens name.
Hell no.
If you don't
Practically
have-
impossible.
You got to be on the allow
Really?
list.
Yeah,
Huh?
it's
I thought there were
practically
some
Only a
out
impossible.
there
couple
for
of
sale.
communities that are in right now.
Yeah, you can
Huh.
buy a made one. You can buy an existing one, but you can't modify it. And so in terms of minting a fresh profile, you have to be on an allow list or
That's
wait
what I
for
meant.
public.
Yeah, profile, the
Oh,
lens profile. You
man.
can buy. I thought they were for sale. I thought there were some profiles for sale out there. I guess not.
I'm buying minting
I'm
rights.
sure there's
If
people
anyone
trying to
dumb
flip
enough,
them like ENS. There's probably
well,
Sure.
and that,
flip.
yeah, exactly. And I'm happy to. I'm personally searching and shopping right now for lens minting rights. So if anyone that you know is dumb enough to not care about their lens profile, I'll happily pay for that minting slot.
Nice.
I'll let you know if I get
I
one.
just
Yeah, for sure.
realized I might have a wallet that can get one that I haven't checked. So I have to
Let's
check.
talk, sir.
It's on my cold storage, so I was like, "Ooh, wait, I gotta check that." Yeah, I've got some
Nice.
bank
Yeah,
money that should get me one.
Yeah, it should. So see if you got it open and if you wanna pedal it. I'm definitely buying. Same thing to LensTube, guys. Make sure you're remembering LensTube. If you've got your lens profile, you've got access to LensTube, and we
I
can
really
dominate
need to
it.
plug in over there. So to get it to go through Twitter, you have to use Lenster. Is that how that works?
Yes, currently Lenster is the only lens-based mirror. And so it mirrors right now from Lenster to Twitter, but it doesn't take images or video yet. It's only taking text. And so it's the
gotcha.
lightest weight of mirrors, and it'll improve over time. But that is indeed correct. You've got to set it up on Lenster.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Good to know.
All right, well, Gotchi Emperor just got here, so I think we should probably all get the hell out
All
of
right,
Dodge.
everybody run.
We were just wrapping up here, Gotchi Emperor.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Smoking a joint, man. I went out to dinner with my girl.
Nice. Right on, man.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody wants to hang out, I can stay a few more minutes. So I know Hefe's got a roll, but the agenda.
I don't know if you guys saw, but Martin Shkreli got his shit hacked again here too the other day. He's back. He's free. He's back out, and so he's starting a protocol called MSI. It's like a decentralized pharmaceutical drug research platform. Is his idea, and in theory, like the product quietly sounds okay, but by God, he's in over his head here. And so I was just I don't know if anyone's dug into it yet or not, but if you're interested in a little bit of that bullshit drama, he definitely got his shit hacked the other night. Is losing his mind on what to do.
Oh dang!
What in the? Oh my
So,
god!
so just remember, every last one of you in here, you are all more educated and capable in Web3 than the richest farmer bro that's ever existed.
Farmer
So
bro.
just be proud of yourself, guys. Y'all are making strides.
How'd you guys do in rarity farming?
I got a season 3 badge. I got a little ghost in my pocket. I'm doing all right.
Yeah, me too. Little ghost in my pocket. I bought what is that? The chops. I bought the chops today with my ghost.
Nice chops.
Yeah. I put the chops on the 570 that I rolled, so that was a good feeling when I rolled it that day, man. Fucking, I was on the phone with my buddy, and I fucking got like really excited. That was fucking dope.
Yeah, man, that was a nice pull.
Hey, you don't play golf for every shot you hit, right? You play it for the one shot.
No, yeah, the other two that I rolled, I didn't get over a 483, so
Damn.
yeah. So, but the 570 was like, well, I was towards the end too. It was like the second to last one, so I was like, oh, fuck. And
what were the other ones? Just curious. What were the other ones? Were they all kind of crappy? All the guys?
they were all. Well, actually, you know what? I take that back. There was a couple 500, so I was like, oh, I got like a 523 or something. So I was okay with it, and it was like, boom, I got something, and bam, I seen that color is like pink or whatever, and it was like, yeah. So I was like, what the fuck? Seen it, and the only thing I wish I could have got like double like with the eyes, because I think if you're gonna roll something high and you don't have too high eyes, you can't adjust that. So just like the diamond eyes guy just overtook the other guy. Fuck.
Yeah.
Felon. Yeah, he overtook Felon with that ice set. Much younger Gotchi, much lower kinship.
Yeah, and it didn't matter because the eyes is what mattered. You know what I mean? So
it's all in the eyes, Chico.
All right, y'all kept me entertained tonight. I'm gonna bounce. I'm gonna get out of here.
Yeah,
y'all have fun.
Me too.
All right. I gotta clean up because my Kalium's coming. So see you guys tonight.
Be ready.
All right.
Light it up.
All right. Peace out, fellas.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
And ladies.
Sounds like a hang up.
Fellas and ladies. Peace out.
Bye, everyone.
All right, a few people dipped out.
Yeah.
What's up over here? I can't hear you. No, you're mute. Yeah.
What up? Just on Twitter. So doing the Lord's work on Twitter.
Yeah. Hey, what the fuck happened, man? My buddies like, we got to worry about our Aavegotchi, bro, investment, dude. No Future's fucking going crazy on the